Hi guys, and welcome to Healthyorgau. Today we're going to talk about setting your goals, planning your dreams out. What kind of life do you want to have in the future? It's something that people have not really done before. Only the most successful people do it, so that is exactly what we're going to do today. So stick around. Okay, so let's talk about why you should set your goals. You should set your goals because you need to know where you're going in this life. Trying to aim sporadically and trying to create your life from little bits and pieces is very difficult. It's time consuming. It's almost impossible because you really should be aiming in one direction. If you want to know what you want to do, you need to expand your mind. You need to think about, what would my life look like if I had all the money in the world, all the time, and the perfect relationship, the health, the wealth, the spiritual. What would my life look like if I had everything together? What would the perfect life be for me or for you? So now, what I want you to do, here's the challenge. The most difficult part of this situation is to expand your mind. I can guarantee you'll struggle because most people cannot expand their mind enough to create the picture of what their life would look like. I struggle with this immensely. So the challenge, sit down, grab yourself a pen and a piece of paper, turn off the TV, get everyone out of the room, do not have anything on, no Facebook, no phone, and I want you to sit down and imagine you had all the money in the world, that money was no object, time's no object, and you just had the perfect life for you in the future. And I want you to write it down in every single specific detail that you can. Go as far as picking your perfect partner. What does she look like? What's her mindset? What does she do with her life? Does she have a dream? All this detail, like in eye color, hair color, everything you could imagine. I want you to go into as much detail as possible. Where do you want to live? Do you want to live on the beach? Do you want to live on the hilltops and the hillside? Do you want to have massive acreage? Do you just want to have a double-story house somewhere overlooking the city? Like, what do you want? And you've got to put it down in exact detail. You know, what color is your car? What car do you have? Do you have a Ferrari? Do you have a Toyota? Do you have a Tesla? Like, what do you have? I want you to write this down. Go into as much detail as possible. It's extremely difficult. You've got to expand your mind because you've got all the money in the world. You've got every sort of asset that you could want, you could have right now, and you've got to use your mind to expand and go bigger. Go as big as you can. And I can guarantee you that you won't go big enough if you do this correctly, because you'll find that it'll change over time. But you've got to start somewhere. So write down your goals, get specific. What do you want to learn? You know, how does your mind want to work? How do you want this to communicate with yourself? Get into specific details. I can guarantee it's one of the best things you'll ever do for yourself. And now, why? Why would you want to do this? And I can tell you exactly why you want to do this. You want to do this because this will move you. It will literally move you into that direction. Once you start writing things down on a piece of paper, the universe starts to move you in that direction. It starts to put it out there into the world that this is what you want. So you're already up to a massive head start. And now, this is the most important part. Once you've written this down, read over it every single morning. Read over it. Why? Because you want to reinforce the message. You want to reinforce it every single morning and put it out to the universe every single morning. And the most important part of that is that now you have a direction. Now you know what you're looking for. So let's put this in a relationship terms. relationship wise, you're going to know the partner that you're looking for. You're going to have a good idea of what you're after. So when you go dating, when you go on Tinder, when you go on eHarmony or whatever that thing is, whenever you're out searching for a partner and you're looking for specific things, you've got a higher chance of getting the right person. You're not just aiming wildly, just either A, taking anyone, or B, going home with the wrong person. You actually got a great idea of what you're looking for, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So don't just not go out with that person because they've got the wrong color hair, but talk to them, find out who they are, what they want to achieve, like what are you trying to do with your life, what are your ethics and values. That's the most important thing, because they're the people that are going to stick by you no matter what. Like, are they persistent? Are they passionate? What do they love? These are the most important things when you're trying to find a partner. So if you don't know what you're looking for, if you're aiming wildly, the chances of it happening in the future and being successful is minimal at best. And I feel that's why a lot of divorce happens, why a lot of family breakdowns, and even financial issues. If your partner has a different financial goal to you, you can struggle with that. It's not to say it won't change, but you can struggle with that. It's the same as the workplace. What are your dreams for your work? We spend most 40 hours of the week working. So when you're going to work, what are you working for? Are you working for money, to pay the bills, just to get by, to afford your kids' education? Are you aiming for that? Or are you aiming for massive abundance? Are you aiming for the beautiful house on the beach, or the double-story house on the beach overlooking the ocean, with the Maserati or the Tesla in the driveway and a full setup solar? What are you looking for? Because once you know, for work-wise, you can relate that to work. Now all of a sudden you're trying to get up and go to work every morning, not because of the money, not because of the bills, not because of any of that. You're actually going there because there's something deep inside of you. You know your dream now. You're like, I'm going there because I want to have free time. I want time freedom. I want the house on the beach. I want the Maserati, the Tesla in the driveway. I want a certain thing, and I want this for my family, and I want to be able to have this family. I want to be able to have the time to spend with my family. I want to see my kids grow up. I want to spend time with them. And now all of a sudden you've got more direction. You're aiming for something bigger than yourself. Most people go to work for themselves, and they go to work for their family and just to survive. And you always just survive until you write down your goals and your dreams and what you're aiming for. And you might find that the job that you're doing right now has nothing to do with your dreams and your goals. This is what happened to me. I woke up one morning, someone changed my life totally. A massive shout out to Carlos Cirillo, because he said to me, what do you want to do with your life and where do you want to go? And it wasn't until I thought about this and wrote it down, I realised that the job that I was doing wasn't getting me where I wanted to go. It wasn't getting me anywhere near it. Not even the skills to learn to get there. So I had to change my mindset totally. And then I had to write down what I wanted. And now I'm doing a job which I never thought I would do in my life, but I'm doing it for the skills to change my life, to get me to my goals, to get me to where I want to go. And it's changing my mind, my mindset, my mentality. It's making me into a leader, because I need to be a leader to get where I want to go. And now it's helping me change other people's lives along the way, because my whole life has changed. I'm now productive. I'm now doing things that I want to do to get where I want to get to in life. And that's how you find your direction. You need to write it down, expand your mind, and it's going to save you so much time and effort and energy. I can tell you that right now. It's going to save you so much time, because you're not going to be wasting it anymore. It's going to save you mistakes and problems and relationship issues. It's going to stop you getting divorced, which is a massive one. And you're going to have more chance of success. So what I want you to do is do this. I want you to sit down. I want you to challenge yourself. I want you to sit down and challenge yourself and go, okay, I'm going to write out the type of life that I would have if I had all the time and all the money in the world, and I want you to sit down, write it out. I want you to read it to yourself every single day, and really focus. Get that mental picture. Go visionary. Get that mental picture in your head of what it would look like. And I can guarantee you that your world will change for quite a long time. And I hope this is of value to you. Please subscribe if you haven't already. There's going to be so many more tips that I'm going to share with you guys to actually create the life that you dream of, and hopefully share a little bit of value and some education on how we can make you super successful. So thanks for your time and have the best day.